Welcome to Ask the Animals Productions, where we look at natural science without evolution. In the video you're about to see, we'll be looking at a single chapter from our DVD, Little Known Miracles of God's Creation. In this presentation, we look at the incredible gifts God has given to the animals, and how they all bring glory to a creator that makes animals even more incredible than we could ever imagine. We hope you enjoy this, but remember, there's a lot more of this available on the DVD itself.
The otter family is found on most continents, with several different species ranging from dwarfs to giants. The smallest are found in large, noisy family groups in southern Asia, only reaching 2 to 3 feet long. The largest are from the major jungle rivers of South America and can reach 6 feet long. These huge otters are bold and strong enough to stand up to caimans, the alligators of the Amazon. But otters everywhere generally look alike, with brown fur and muscular bodies designed for swimming. Land otters are found in freshwater habitats such as rivers and lakes. They catch mostly fish and crayfish, with some other aquatic animals on occasion. Otters are social, intelligent, and playful. They spend much of their free time romping about and playing with objects or other animals. Some species will enter salt water along a coastline, but they always return to land. The sea otter is the only kind living permanently in salt water. This one difference in habitat means that everything about their lifestyle and construction must be very different from their terrestrial cousins. Weighing up to 100 pounds, they are the heaviest otter. Unlike all other sea mammals, they have no blubber to keep them warm. Instead, they have the densest fur of any mammal on Earth, 1 million hairs per square inch. This gives them perfect insulation, as long as they make sure to keep it clean. So they spend much of their time grooming every last hair, and their skin is so loose that they can pull each part of it within reach of their tongue. All fur must be shed eventually, as every cat and dog guardian knows. But if sea otters shed their fur all at once, as wild land mammals do, they would freeze in the cold ocean. So otters shed a few hairs at a time, year-round, and never lose their vital insulation. For food, sea otters dive deep to catch fish, crabs, urchins, and abalone. They can stay under a long time, since their lung capacity is twice that of a land mammal of the same size. They have extendable claws like a cat to pry off shellfish from the rocks, and tender paw pads to hold slippery prey. They often pick up a flat rock from the seafloor, carry it to the surface, and rest it on their chest, using the rock as an anvil to crack open crabs and mussels. Sea otters must drink seawater, so they have large kidneys that can cleanse out the salt. Young sea otters are so buoyant that they can't dive or even submerge. This is God's protection against accidental drowning. When diving for food, mothers wrap their young in giant kelp fronds, ensuring that their babies won't drift away in the ocean currents. When adults sleep on the surface, they also wrap kelp fronds around their own bodies. Prior to the mass destruction of these otters by the fur trade, sea otters used to sleep on rocky shores. The survivors learned that shore was no longer safe and became totally ocean dwellers. After decades of protection, this almost exterminated species has begun to return to these protected shorelines. Finding a sea otter on land is a rare treat, and when this one went to sleep in front of us, we felt very privileged. The specialized physical traits and behaviors of otters show how different a seemingly simple variation of habitat, freshwater or saltwater, can affect the entire life of similar animals. Land otters don't have to face the same difficulties as their sea cousins, and so have totally different gifts and lifestyles. This shows that God's designs are big enough to include numerous ways of survival, all of them amazing.